All right, so on to another big story. The 5 former Memphis PD officers charged in the death of Tyre Nichols are set to appear in court today. Each officer has entered a plea of not guilty. Body camera footage appears to show Nichols being beaten after he was pulled over for allegedly reckless driving. He died 3 days after that. I want to bring in Elise Preston, who's been following the story for us from Memphis. Good to see you, Elise. Many of us remember watching that video, the darkened street, sort of illuminated with the street light, and seeing, this young man, Tyre Nichols, being beaten and really sort of confused as to why he was being pulled out of his car. Walk us through what could happen at today's hearing.
Yeah, Anne-Marie, just hearing you describe that video, it is heartbreaking that we saw this death play out on camera. So what is expected today is the 5 officers will appear. They are expected to appear for the first time since their initial appearance in January when they pleaded not guilty to several charges, including murder, kidnapping, and oppression. Now, in the days ahead of this hearing, all 5 of those officers have filed motions to stop the release of additional documents. We do know from the district attorney that there's about 20 additional hours of video and audio that paint more of a picture of what happened. He did say that that video that you described of the officers punching and kicking Nichols, of him calling out for his mother, of him asking, "What did I do?" He said that that video is the most illuminating, but they do have 20 hours of additional video that shows other angles from that night. So the officers have filed motions to stop that, in addition to other documents like personnel files. Now, we're talking about hundreds of documents that these former officers do not want to get out into Memphis. They said that they do not want to taint a potential jury pool. Now, separately, there were 2 officers, former Officer Justin Smith and former Officer Darius Bean, who have filed motions to sever. They want separate trials. All 5 of these officers face the same charges. The DA said that while they may have played different roles that night, they all had a part in Tyre Nichols' death. But these 2 officers, Justin Smith and Darius Bean, in those motions, they argue that that is not the case. They said that they were not involved Officer Justin Smith argued in his motion that he wasn't even at both scenes, even though the DA says, though, that they are all to blame for Tyre Nichols' death. So that is another motion, or 2 other motions that are expected to come up today in today's hearing, Anne-Marie.
It should be interesting because when you see at least the portion of the video that we all saw on the news, you can see that some officers are coming later. They're being informed by the officers who are already there as to what's going on, and they're taking it at face value. And so one could see how some officers would want to sort of separate from others, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Are we expecting to see any of Nichols' family at the hearing?
Yeah, I just got off the phone with the family spokesperson. We are expected to see his family. We are also expected to see his siblings. Keep in mind, Tyre Nichols grew up in California. He came to Memphis to visit family members before the pandemic and got stuck here, essentially, and then started to live in Memphis. So Tyre Nichols is a California native. His siblings still live in California. They have traveled to Memphis for today's hearing, and this will be the first time that his siblings will see those 5 former officers in court, Anne-Marie.
Wow, it's bound to be emotional. Elise, thank you very much.